Hello students, myself Roji, your IP teachers. Today I am going to explain you the program using the while loop. In previous class, we have already discussed the syntax of while loop and the different type of uh, statements used in the while loop. We have already discussed the while loop with else statement. Today we will discuss the program using the while loop. So while loop is known as the iterative statements in which the set of statements are executed till the condition is true. If the condition is false, then statements are stopped executing and we say that the programs can terminated. So when we consider the while loop, then we have to see the initializations and the condition test and the looping body, and then the control goes to the next statement, and the if the condition is evaluated to true, then again the control go to the starting of the loop. That is known as the while loop. And we have already discussed the infinity loop. Infinity loop means loop that terminate infinite time. That is the loop that runs infinite time. It is known as the infinity loop. And second one is the nested loop. Nested loop means the looping. Nested loop means the when the one set of looping statement embedded within the another set, then this is known as the nested loop. Means first, first the uh, uh, first loop is known as the outer loop, and this loop is known as the inner loop, and then the update expressions of the outer loop will be the executed. That is the one set of looping body will be embedded within the another set of loop. Then it is known as the nested loop. And another is the Python while loop with else block. That is when the condition will be true, then this block will be executed. If the condition will be the false, then else part will be the executed. So next we will discuss the program using the Next, we will discuss the program using the while loop. So I am sharing the Python Spider Notebook. Spider Notebook is a editor for writing the Python program. Suppose we have to print the program, we have to calculate the value. Suppose we have to calculate the value between the 1 to n using the while loop. In for loop, we have already discussed. In while loop, you have to print the value from 1 to n. Suppose n value will be entered by the users. So we use in while statement, write the first we have to make the initialization of the control value variable. Suppose the control variable's name is I, and we initialize the control variable by 1. First expression means the initializations of the control variable. Then we update then we can check the condition. Suppose condition is while I is greater than equals to 9 equals to n. That means the looping body will be executed. Looping body will be executed when the value of I is less than equals to n. Means value of I starting from the 1, and n value will be entered by the users. Means these conditions will be true, then the looping body will be executed. Suppose the body of the loop is print print I. Print I. When and after printing this statement, we use I equals to I plus 1. This is known as the update expression, means initialization and condition test. If the condition is true, then looping body will be executed, and the control variable, that is I, is known as the control variable. Control variables are those variables that is used to check the conditions of a loop. If I is a control variable, print I, and I is incremented by 1. Again, control goes to the beginning of the loop. So next, when the value of I will be the 2, means then again the condition will be checked. If the condition will be true, then looping body will be executed. This looping body will be executed if this condition will be true. If this condition will be false, then loop stop executing, and mm, we say that loop is terminated. Let's see the output of this program. Suppose enter the value of n is 50, then it will print the value 1 to 50, that is starting from the 1 and end to the 15. This is a simple while loop. This program we can say that to generate the 1 to n. Students, same programs can be created using the while loop, for loop, but the syntax are different. In for loop we use in or range operation, but in while loop we use initialization, condition test, and the looping body. Next, if we have written here I equals to 50, and if we have written here I equals to 50, that means this conditions means 50 is less than n, value of n is 100, then the starting value of I is 50, and we run the program. That suppose we are entering the value of n is 100, means 50 is less than 100, means starting value of I is 50 and ending value of value of n is 100, then the value between the 15 to 100 will be the display. So it is not necessary that always we initialize the variable by 1. We can initialize the variable by 1, we can initialize the variable by n, we can initialize the variable by depending upon the program. Suppose you want to generate a number between n to 1, mean in reverse order you want to generate a number. Same way we start the program just like, suppose the value of n is 100, and you want to generate the value in reverse order, and suppose the 100 value of in reverse order you want to generate the program. That is, when n is greater than equals to 1, that is when the value of greater than equals to 1, when the value of n is greater than equals to 1, then print n, and n equals to n minus 1, n equals to n minus 1, that is starting value of n, that whatever entered by the user. Suppose the value entered by the user is 100, then when 100 is greater than 1, means 100 will be the print, and value of 100 will be decremented by 1, that is 100 minus 1, 99. Again this condition will be true. Condition will evaluated to true, then 99 will be printed, and value of n become the 98. Again 98 is greater than equals to 1, 98 will be printed. Same way, suppose value of n we have entered, I am entering 100, then starting from the 99 and n to the, starting from the 99 and starting from the 100, then 99, then 98, then 97, then 96, and the end value will be the 1. Means this loop will be true if the value of n equals to 1. If the value of n becomes 0, then loops stop executing. This is known as the while loop. While loop means also known as the entry control loop, because the condition is checked at the entry level. If the condition is evaluated to false, then loop will be not executed and loop is terminated. This is known as the entry control loop. Okay, next we will discuss the break and continue statement in loop. Means break, what is the break statement and what are the continue statement in the loop. Break and continue statement both are used in the looping statement. Break statement is used to terminate the loop when the certain condition is satisfied. Break statement is used to exit from the loop. To exit from the loop, we use the break statement. Suppose we have written the program for num in 11, 9, 88, 10, 93, and 19. Print num means this loop will be executed if the num value of num will be satisfied till sequence. If you want to exit the loop between, means loop will not executed till the condition, then we use if num equals to 88. Means if the value of num equals to 88, then we use print number 88 is found and terminating the loop and break. Means after getting these conditions, after satisfying these conditions, and looping body will be the exit. Terminates means to terminate the loop, to exit from the loop, we use the break statement. Break statement is used to exit from the loop. Means we use the if condition for satisfying the conditions value. If this condition value will be the satisfied, then looping body will be the terminated. In the same way, continue statement. Continue statement is also used inside in a loop, and this statement is used to skip the rest of the statements in the body of the loop. Means rest of statements will be the skipped and loop will be the continue. Suppose for a num in 20, 11, 9, 66, 4, 89, and 44. If this condition will be the true, means if num percentage 2 equals to 2, suppose value of num is starting from the 20, means these conditions will be the true, then continue. Means continue again, the next condition will be the, if this condition will be the true, then continue, then 11 will be, then continue. Means we ignore the other part. These statements will be the ignored, and again control go to the starting of the loop. Now value of num is 11. Means num percentage 2 equals to no, this condition will not satisfy, then print num 11 will be the printed. Next, and num value of num is 9. Means again this condition will not satisfy, 9 will be the printed. Next, value of num is 66. Means num percentage 66, when 66 is divided into 2, then remainder will be the 0. Means when the remainder will be the 0, when the value of variable is divided by 2 and the remainder will be the 0, then this part will not be executed. So continue statement skip the other part of the looping statement and go to the starting positions of the loop. Okay, students, next class we will discuss the operations on string. Okay, bye bye students. Please like and subscribe my YouTube.